Mr. DEHNE.
Sam DEHNE, the Encyclopedia of Reno Government, and what we have here is, I'm speaking in favor of this, by the way. What we have here is the situation where the city is in discussions with Washoe County to determine how many marijuana dispensary medical marijuana dispensary facilities will be allocated to Reno versus Washoe. And I'm in favor of what Reno is asking for. And by the way, this is another one of DEHNE's successes. DEHNE was one of the very few people who came to these podiums several times recommending that the legislature, first of all, agree that medical marijuana dispensaries are a good thing for the citizens. But in that case, I'll have to take the credit along with a few other people who also came to the podium and spoke in favor of medical marijuana. Think of all of the things I've come here and spoken in favor of throughout the years, and the only time somebody joined me, to speak in favor of it was, of all things, medical marijuana dispensaries. What are the chances? At any rate, I'm in favor of this situation where Reno, when you analyze the size of Reno versus the size of all of Washoe County, and I guess you have to throw in Sparks too, and you're asking that Reno inside of itself receive half of these medical marijuana dispensaries as opposed to only 25%. That's kind of a no-brainer. Roughly half of the people live in Reno. The city manager's nodding his head because he wants to agree with the man who was instrumental in getting him his job in the first place. At any rate, that's really about all I have to say, except I do close out with one thing that I want to throw in here. When these dispensaries are eventually given out, rented out, leased out to dispensary folks, I think that it should be a lottery system. I don't think the richest guy in town or the most powerful guy in town should be able to come down here to these podiums or anywhere or behind in the smoky rooms and the bars. I don't think they should be allowed to come in here and get those dispensaries, because it would be very hypocritical, because in many of the cases of these folks who are trying to get these dispensaries, they are the same people who have been speaking against any marijuana for all of these years. Now, those people should not have any more chance at these dispensaries. And I don't know if she's clapping her hands because the 3 minutes is up, or she's agreeing with me. At any rate, I think you get my point.
Probably the 3 minutes.